It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. From Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Open man is Juwan Jennings. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On first down, this is McCaffrey. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just still got just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 16. Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They go with Murray again. To about the 26 here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. 6-0 our score after one. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray running right. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 45 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. Wilson on the keeper. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Broncos have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive to less into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Touchdown! They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Washington now brings this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing more every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. How we continue that
maintain that balance? Time to find out. On first down, Murray. And some space here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you're talking about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right.
Touchdown, Broncos! Russ able to connect with Cortland Sutton there. And the Broncos are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd and very short, Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now Purdy. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Purdy off the play fake. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it comes in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they have regained the lead. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
Washington now brings this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Washington now brings this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Murray. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Wilson. Rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Down at the 25.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Purdy steps away to his left. He's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And the grab by Croft. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
McCaffrey running up the middle. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Purdy now to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the...
Let's go. I'm going to know how he saw I'm studying. He saw I learned how to eat up that run game. Adjust to that motherfucker. He knew what it was. He knew after that. I knew he couldn't throw because all he was doing was running at him. I was like, yeah, let me go in here and try to adjust to this shit.
NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Into a double team, and it's
I didn't know he was going to do that. I thought he was
picked
about to go
off
to
by
the
Jerome
outside.
Baker. And the Dolphins are going
My
to take
fault.
possession
I
of the
read
football.
the
That
curve.
time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Samson Abuka, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa rolling to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive they started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And this is caught. Jennings. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On that one, and another first down. Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there. On 1st down, Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Back to throw, Purdy. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good
damn, I keep reading the fucking play wrong. I'm thinking he about to go keep
that
going
was well
straight.
played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
I can never do shit. I thought this was
the Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. 2 and now on 1st down.
Good pick, boy. Take it to the house. Good shit, boy.
Touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to win instead of putting
that was rookie right there.
And of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
That was it, right?
49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Yeah, this definitely not the fucking playbook. Cause I can't find shit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Damn it.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Purdy. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again on 2nd down. Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Ah, my shit, right. They're definitely not doing shit. Fuck.
And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. He's past the 30.
I'll be damned. That shit right, though. I'll be fucking damned. This gotta be that bullshit I be talking about. It's mad, nigga.
No time remaining, and this is gonna count.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Shit just pissed me off just now. Put some lag on my ass.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
Come on,
It's intercepted.
God
and the
damn.
Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
I can't do shit right now, bro.
The big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Shit.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That swung out to Mostert. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua.
Boy, you just sit right there, bro. Come on, bro. You fucking jump for that bitch, bro. What the fuck is you doing? You right there, bro.
They're able to convert on 3rd down.
Literally just sit right there. I can't do shit.
Tua gonna throw. And he's gonna go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
2nd down and goal. Tua. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. The Tua going to try and throw for it, and this is incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Yeah, this definitely that, bro.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
And he's going to be intercepted.